think you may take it. Honorable members, just in the interest of time, as the Honorable Justice Ibrahim is coming in, I will begin to read his bio, because that's for the benefit of members and not himself. Honorable Justice Mohamed Ibrahim is a judge of the Supreme Court of Kenya since his appointment as judge of the inaugural Supreme Court of Kenya on the 16th of June 2011, which I had the pleasure to swear in. He is the chairperson of the Judiciary Committee on Elections, having been appointed on the 16th of August 2021 by the Chief Justice. Justice Ibrahim was elected on the 17th of May 2022 to represent the Supreme Court as a member of the Judicial Service Commission. Justice Ibrahim studied law at the University of Nairobi. He joined the firm of Waroi and Mite Advocates in November 1982 and was subsequently admitted to the role of advocates on the 11th of January 1983. He went on to establish his own practice, Mohamed Ibrahim and Associates, in 1994. The firm subsequently expanded to become Ibrahim and Isaac Advocates in 1997. The firm litigated civil and constitutional cases, specialized in banking law, company law, bankruptcy, commercial law, property law, and conveyancing and insurance law. He was an active member of Law Society, and in 1994, he was elected to the council for a term of 1 year. He has worked with the Kituo cha Sheria, with Kituo cha Sheria, and was a member of the board of the Legal Education Aid Program, LED. He was a founding trustee of the human rights organization Mwangaza Trust until 1994. He is a past member of the Lawyers Committee for Human Rights and current member of the Kenya Magistrates and Judges Association. He was appointed as a judge of the High Court on the 22nd of May 2003 and first served at the Civil Division of the High Court Milimani, Nairobi, from June until July 2003, when he was transferred to the Commercial Division of the High Court at Milimani. In 2004, he was appointed to the newly established Judicial Review and Constitutional Division of the High Court, where he remained until he was transferred to the Eldoret High Court in the year 2006. He was a resident judge at Eldoret between the year 2007 and 2009, and he occasionally was assisting the High Court in Kisii. In July 2009, he was transferred to the High Court at Mombasa, where he also served as a resident judge until he was elevated to the Supreme Court of Kenya. As a judge of the Supreme Court of Kenya, Justice Ibrahim is assigned the following portfolios. 1, he is the acting president of the court in the absence of the Chief Justice and the Deputy Chief Justice. This portfolio is normally assigned to the most senior judge. 2, he is the Supreme Court representative at the Judicial Service Commission. 3, he is the chairperson of the Judiciary Committee on Elections. 4, the Supreme Court delegate to the Judiciary Sharia Circle. He's also in charge of the coordination of the Supreme Court engagement with non-state actors, with particular reference to civil society and marginalized group. 6, he's also in charge of the Supreme Court annual reports. And 7, he's also in charge of the Supreme Court library management. And 8, he's also in charge of developing the Supreme Court strategic plan and undertakes also monitoring evaluation of its supervisors. And lastly, he also oversees the establishment of the Courts and Ad Hoc Committee on Elections. I think what Justice Ibrahim has omitted to say in his profile here is that Justice Ibrahim is actually known to have fought for the current constitutional dispensation that you see, the human rights that you see today. He was part of the first lawyers who are fighting against the treason trials, the detention without trial, and so on. So, Justice Ibrahim, you forgot to say that part about your history. And some of the laws that have been solidified, he argued them as a lawyer. Thank you and welcome, Justice Ibrahim. And he was actually one of some of the people who were detained without trial at that time for fighting for the freedom of this country. So for that, we should give him a round of applause. He's not just a Supreme Court judge, he's been a human rights activist, and many of us in the profession have a lot of respect for him. Thank you, Judge Karibu. I think we're ready for you.